time it breaks. Doesn't matter, weak or strong. Take your time and do your tricks. All I do is sing along. Yeah, I need you.
Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast.
Episode 4. Can
Can you believe we're already on episode 4?
Yeah.
Doesn't it seem like it's not been that long?
Eternity.
Oh, I was gonna say it hasn't been that long, but
Okay.
eternity, sure.
We want to talk about kind of just adult life.
Yeah, being an adult, what makes an adult?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about being an adult. I think it's cool.
It's cool. It can be scary at times, I feel like.
And then I just go back in my head sometimes like, dude, 5 years ago I was sleeping till 1 o'clock and not going to class. JK, mom and dad. I was going to every class that
class,
you guys
taking
paid
notes.
for. Yeah, I was there. I would take pages of notes. I love school so
Really?
much.
Did you have to put in new lead to your pencil? And
Yeah, every day.
Every
I had to go get pencils every day.
An eraser?
Yeah, I was so really school oriented.
New composition books?
Yeah. And I sometimes I couldn't, go out with my friends and stuff because I wanted to study. Right? All right. I'm kidding. But no, I do miss those times because you didn't have really any responsibility. I used to work at a golf course, and I mean, I could roll over in bed one morning and hit the snooze and tell my boss I was sick, couldn't come into work, really sick, and they believed me,
Like
low
that?
cough, yeah. And it came to a point where he was like, Zach, you must have a bad immune system because you're sick once a week, and it seems to always be on a Friday. It's like, you text me Friday morning. Is there some, Thursdays, So
so you're having a little sickness on
and
Friday.
Thursday mornings in Statesboro were rough too because Wednesday night was karaoke night at Nats, which is awesome. So,
Man, you really live the life.
yeah, it's awesome. It's pretty cool.
Okay, well, now you're an adult. Flash forward, you're 25.
Yeah. Oh, man, don't say that because now I'm almost 30.
You are not almost
I'm closer
30.
to 30 than I'm closer to 20.
Okay, I'll give you that. But
Okay.
you're only going to be 26.
That's true.
Soon. Not this year, though.
That's true. Well, I would say kind of what makes being an adult is not necessarily waking up when you're 18 years old and graduating high school and packing your U-Haul and heading down to college. I don't think that makes you an adult. I think that's the start
Of a young adult?
a young adult
Yeah.
because you're living by yourself. You are moving on from living with your parents. You're having to go out to eat by yourself or with friends. You're not at a dinner table every night with your parents. You're not going to grocery stores or going to the baseball game.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not. I think it's definitely a good start to it, but I think what leads you into becoming an adult is getting married, buying a house,
Paying
bills, kind of getting off your shoulder of your parents, kind of wiping them, not say F you guys, but more like, hey, I'm ready to fulfill my life to the best ability I can and make a life for myself. I think once you do that, then you become an adult.
Yeah, I think so.
What's your take on that?
I agree with what all you're saying, and I think there is a lot to becoming an adult. Like, yeah, you can be at that age, but at the same time, there's people that are your age that are not doing the same things that you're doing,
Yeah.
but you're more of an adult. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You're paying bills, you're out of college, you have a job, that kind of thing. I was reading this, I just came across it. It was 50 things that make an adult, and it was just like listing all 50 things that like make an adult. Like one of them was like making your own doctor's appointments, paying utility bills, keeping a house clean, like things like that. Like getting a dog, you know, having kids, like all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. I think.
Can I interrupt this
Yeah.
podcast real quick?
Oh.
So this is going to be for some buddies that I met on a bachelor trip that are my new buddies that my buddy Justin, introduced me to. Jared, if you're out there, Will, if you're out there, Eldridge, if you're out there. Sydney has the C on her chest. You know what that means?
Oh.
The C on her chest. That's for you guys. Okay.
Wait, what does that mean? Can you explain?
Jared and Will and them are very big on the Carhartt.
Oh, okay,
So,
because it's like a country.
It's
I got this
like
in
a
Nashville.
hardworking person. Yeah,
I got this in
you did.
Nashville.
Yeah.
It's the woman's cut.
So Jared loves that. So he's like, he got the C on his chest. He's good to go. Just that stuff. But
That's funny.
back to what you're saying. Sorry.
No, I thought that was a great little segment there. Yeah, I was just reading the 50 things that make an adult. I just thought I was like chuckling when I was reading it because I was like, yeah, I do all those things.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, and it also, like, I can't stand when people are like, oh, your parents helped you do that, or your parents, your parents helped you on that or this. Like, well, I'm sorry that my parents came from a little, lower middle class, and they wanted to be better than that, so they worked all their years to provide for their kids so their kids could grow up nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry that my parents worked very hard to get where they at. They didn't, my dad's very high up in corporate, and my mom's doing very well as well, and I'm sorry my dad just didn't get handed the
didn't have a silver spoon in his mouth.
Yeah, and my dad works. He still works all the time. Every time we go over there or hang out, hey, this is Craig. Yeah, can I do
Always
this?
working.
Can I do this? Hey, we need to get this. Like, he's always working, and it's not a bad thing necessarily. My dad is quote unquote a workaholic.
Yeah, I think the only time I don't see him work when we're over there is when George is on.
Mm-hmm. When he's got one eye open.
One eye open in a glass, his hand in a glass.
Yeah. But
sitting in his chair.
Yeah, I think that's funny, and it's just the whole thing is just like transparent to me because everybody looks at me like, oh, Zach just doesn't do anything. Zach just doesn't do anything. He's probably just getting an allowance from his parents every day, and he's not doing anything with his life.
You're
But
very hardworking.
I do work very hard. And my family can vouch for me. Sydney can vouch for me, and I'm not asking for people to vouch for me, but I do work very hard.
You get
actually.
up at like 6 a.m.
I
every
work.
day.
I work very hard. So, yeah. I mean, you got to work hard to get to a place. Yes, my parents have helped me. I'm not going to sit here and say they haven't. Yes, they helped me. But without help, it's difficult to make it in this world.
Especially now.
Yeah, and I think if your parents are fortunate enough to help you, then you need to take it and run with their guidance and take the step you need to. So
yeah, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing that your parents like that in general that parents don't or do help.
Yeah, exactly. And and you see parents out there that say like, oh, well, their parents did everything for that kid, and now the kid's a loser. Or their parents did nothing for the kid, and they do so great. Well, I've seen it from both sides. There's parents out there that have given their kid everything, and their kids turn out great.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's kids that.
Well, I'm not saying everything was handed to you, but
there's kids out there that parents made them work at 14 years old, all the way to whenever, through high school, middle school, college, whatever, pay for your school or paid for their school, their own school, whatever, and now they're in $100,000 debt, and now they're working part-time jobs and they can't fend for themselves. So what good did that do? Is my question. I think it's good. Like I don't discourage parents that want their kids to figure it out and learn, because there's nothing wrong with that as a sense, but I think the parents need to step in when they have to.
Right.
I think hey, okay, I'm on the edge of the table and no one's going to catch me. Will you may just fall on my face and keep grinding, keep going under? There's got to be
yourself a hole.
Yeah, there, and then you keep getting in debt, and then you can never stand on your face or your 2 feet. So I think that's that's where I stand on that. So
I agree.
Buying a car, buying a house, getting married. I think when you get married and you get a house together, and luckily we're dating now and I already have a house and whatever. So all that, whatever.
I guess I unfortunately got to skip that step with you, like buying a house together.
It's I think that definitely a hand in marriage, and you guys are taking a leap of faith into trusting each other and values and morals and all that stuff. I think that's when you actually really connect to becoming a full-time adult.
Yeah.
I just thought this table was falling
I
over.
was like, what are you doing?
No, I swear that it was doing that. Okay, sorry,
we got a little wobbly.
Maybe an earthquake.
I want to
here
paint
or
this
something.
too.
But yeah, I mean, I definitely think marriage combines pushing you to that first, wow, I'm actual full-time adult,
Mm-hmm.
So, on to kind of the family things and veering a little away from the adults. What about family traditions? Do you have any cool family traditions that you guys do, whether it's a holiday or maybe even like just a normal, month or something?
Probably Christmas. I feel like is like where a lot of like family traditions like stem from. We watch It's a Wonderful Life every Christmas Eve, or like around Christmas.
Is that birds chirping?
What?
I've never heard of that.
You never heard of It's a Wonderful Life?
No.
Really?
No.
It's like one of the best Christmas movies, besides Christmas Vacation. Like, it's one of the best Christmas movies.
Yeah.
You've never seen It's a Wonderful Life?
I can't say I
bet your parents have.
Probably,
it's an old
but
movie.
we were never, like, my family were never, like, let's sit here and watch this movie and together and Christmas.
No, it just, like, always comes on, like, on TV.
We were
like,
it's growing up at Christmas, we were just, Christmas is a lot different now. It's more like, a morning of Christmas Day and Shazam, we're out, Everybody's gotten older and there's not 77 presents under the Christmas presents or Christmas tree anymore. But growing up, my Christmas was just like, my mom was like, all right, sit under the tree, Zach, Logan, and Mackenzie. Let's take a picture. Let's smile big. And then, we had to get the dogs in there, and Jack would always be like, growling. And then Pippa finally got in there, 5 years ago.
She's like, I'm sleeping.
She got in one. And
she's
we
sleeping.
take a couple pictures, and then.
But now you're not sitting under the tree. Now you're standing in front of the tree.
Yeah. Yeah.
We get to decorate our first Christmas tree together.
Yeah, and it's going to go in the corner over there. You can't see it on this, but it's going to go in the corner over there, so it's going to be nice.
We'll put it on the Instagram when it's up.
Maybe get a podcast in front of the Christmas tree.
That's a great idea. All of December in front of the Christmas tree.
No, let's not act like that. But Halloween's coming up.
Yeah. We are very excited for
first trick-or-treaters. Yeah.
We're not trick-or-treating. We're going to pass candy out.
No.
I'm excited for that.
And I'm going to mess with kids so much.
We need to get some...
Only one piece. But I'm going to let them take a couple. But how little kids
We're going to need to get like a bowl and like some candy and some decorations. What if we get no trick-or-treaters?
No, we're going to get some.
We better.
we
I'm
live
gonna
in
be
a huge
upset.
neighborhood. Like,
I
there's
know, but
gonna
I'm gonna be
people
upset if we don't get any trick or treaters.
No, we're gonna get some, but that's coming up, so that's cool. Let me go back to my family
Oh yeah,
tradition.
I'm sorry. We started talking about Christmas, then Halloween. Keep going.
God, I'm disappointed.
What?
You weren't even gonna let me tell my.
No, I was excited to hear yours. I'm sorry. I don't even know how we veered off into that.
One of the family traditions in the Jones and the Smiths, the Jones Smith. That's funny. We have the most common last names in the world, I think. Jones and Smith.
Yeah.
We do a thing that Papa Goose started with my father, Craig Jones. I never got to meet Papa Goose, but I heard wonderful things about him, and he was just an awesome dude. Apparently, is what I've heard. And he got 50 fresh $1 bills from the bank and gave them to my dad and my Aunt Jenny, and wrote him a note like hey, I'm watching you grow up, all that stuff. And so then my Papa Goose's son, started doing it to me, Logan, and Mackenzie. Obviously, I was doing it first. I was 5 years, 5 years older than my siblings, or 4 years, 4 or 5, 4.5, 4.8, 4.9,
4.7,
whatever. And we did that, and then Nolan, my aunt's son, came along, so they did it for him, and we're still doing it. So he writes a big letter and just tells you how proud and just things that are going on in your life and all that stuff. And we've kept every single one. My Nana actually is doing it now because Papa passed away a couple of years ago, so she's doing it, and it's just a cool tradition that we've had. And as a kid growing up, we used to always think I don't care if I get nothing, I just want that $51 bills, and it was funny because we used to have our wallets, and obviously I have a long wallet now, so you just stick the money in, but we used to have the small closing wallets, like half of this, and we couldn't close our wallet, so our wallet would always be like this, and we would go up to my papa and be like, I got 21s, let me get a 20. I got 25 ones, let me get a 20. Or my dad, if he had money, and we'd just do that, so it was funny. And he's like, well, why'd you guys want 51s? And we're just like, we want money, we're kids. Whatever. But now growing up, we see the cool thing about the letters or the cards and all that. And my dad's got all the stacks. The stacks are, that big. 25 years for me, 21 for my brother, 20 for my sister. So it's a cool little tradition that we did.
That's cute. I like that. And then we can
pass it down. Yeah, pass it down, and generations to generations. My brother do it with his kids, and I would like my sister to do that with whoever the husband is for my sister.
I'm so curious to know what her last name's gonna be. Her when she gets married. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. For her to grow up and have family. And my brother apparently has got a girlfriend now. So. Oh yeah, Logan does have a girlfriend. That's impressive. That's gonna be exciting for the two of them, Logan and Mackenzie, to get married and have their own families and stuff. Yeah. It's exciting. When we get to watch that, that's cool. Yeah.
So that's that's pretty much all we got on the adult stuff. But I do want to. How do
I know what you're gonna say?
I do want to talk about one thing. Georgia Bulldogs. Dude, for all you freaking haters out there that text me or post on Facebook or whatever that say Georgia just don't have it this year. What do you want to text me now? Kentucky's going to beat you guys. They're good this year. They're very good. They're a different team. We beat them 51-13. I don't understand. You can't really come at me anymore. You can't come at the Georgia people. I mean, Stet, two-time natty, who cares if he doesn't play in the NFL anymore? Pray to him. he needs help with alcoholism or whatever is going on with him. But I only care about the Georgia Bulldogs, not NFL. So my boy Carson Beck is out there slinging it, gun-slinging it. I mean, he's
Brock Bowers.
everything. Brock Bowers, Heisman winner, 100%.
Oh yeah.
Carson Beck's 4 in the country passing yards. I mean, you can't hate on him. So keep hating. I want people to keep hating on the Dogs because every year it feeds them, and then we're going to be 15-0 with a natty in our hand for the third time in a row. And then 24, we're going to have we're either starting a Carson Beck or we're starting Dylan Raiola, who's number 1 quarterback in the country. So, I mean, you guys keep coming at us. 24 class, probably the best in the country.
Well, the haters are just going to cry.
What do you want to do? 4-time natty, 3-time natty, 4, 5. I mean, come on. But that's all for my Georgia Bulldogs.
Speaking of wins, though, Braves.
Awesome.
That was an awesome game.
I was telling her, it's like, we have to win this game because if we go up to Philly and we're down 2-0, we're not going to win. You cannot win 3 in a row in Philly. I mean, what? No, is it best of 5? I think it's best of 7 in LD. Yeah, it's best of 7. So we'd have to win. What was it? We'd have to win 4 in a row.
Right.
There's just not happening. It's not happening. So. Awesome Braves, Austin Riley, you're a stud. I called that home run. And let's keep on going. Georgia Bulldogs, keep on going. Let's get us a World Series and a natty called a great year and ride off into the sunset. No?
Happily ever after.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's all we got for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe, follow, like us on everything. We got Instagram, Facebook. Well, no, we don't have Facebook, do we?
We do.
Oh, we have Facebook. So we do have Facebook. Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. Do it all, please. We keep making these videos because we're getting some feedback and some support.
And we're having a ton of fun.
It is fun. It really is fun.
We talk a lot about, planning, with the podcast, over dinner and stuff. So it's fun for us.
It's really fun.
It's a little hobby, right?
So if you guys could help, support that funness to us, our little hobby, that'd be awesome.
A little side project.
Yeah. So till next time, we'll see you guys for episode 6. 5. Sorry, I'm getting excited because.
Well, we already have up to episode 7 planned, so.
But I'm getting excited because we're going to a wedding this weekend, and just.
Are we gonna dance on the dance floor?
I don't know. My ankles might hurt.
Oh, your ankles might hurt.
Yeah.
Your thumbs hurt last week.
Yeah. So, all right. See you guys. Thank you for watching.
Thanks, guys. Woo! That was a good episode.
That was kick-ass.
That was kick-ass. Woo!
Hit me like a ton of bricks. Doesn't matter weak or strong. Take your time and do your tricks. All I do is sing along. Yeah, I need you around for brighter light and firmer ground. When you